I could eat this every day. Coffee, chicken and broccoli, and an apple. I love it. Well, look at that. The cheeseburger. The deer says, thank goodness you ain't eating me. You're eating that cow instead. Ha 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 ha. My daughter trying to free range the chickens. And my grandson trying to terrorize the chickens.
Stop kicking it.
Yeah, you're gonna break it.
Open it.
That look like a rooster.
That is a rooster.
Gotta hurry up, I'm getting ate up out here. Hey, be easy on them. They're animals, they don't understand. Alright, that it? What'd you do, let them free range? Why they all out? Why they everywhere?
Hey, Mommy, let them go outside?
Because I'm trying to turn them. That way I can let them out during the day.
But you're gonna have to be here with them.
Duh.
Yeah. Bacon, egg, and cheese, potato chips, loaded dooms. Woohoo! Woohoo! Look at that. We got the fries and a cookie and chicken tenders. We got this ranch in here, but I don't know what that's for. Woohoo! I got this cheeseburger today, double cheeseburger. Normally when you order from this place, Blue Top, you had to go to window, but it's raining pretty thick, so they said I can come in and get it. That's pretty good. This is crazy. You see my Buc-ee's cup? Right there, how it's cracked. This is the lid. But I looked at my other lid, there's a number underneath the slider. It's called a 3-way slider. Yeah. So I was fixing to make a trip down to Florence. From here is about 140 miles. And then we was gonna go to the beach, another hour away from that. So I'd be tired on a day off. Well, I looked up on the side of the cup, it has Yukon Outfitters 30 ounce, and I got this from Buc-ee's, and I really love these cups. I drink 2 of these a day, coffee, and that's so I know how much to drink. So I was disappointed because my lid broke, because sometimes I use both of them, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to put that lid to hold it and then drink out of the other one. I just looked on the website, if it's a legitimate website. These things are 99 cents and $5 to ship it. And I'm like, you know how much money that's gonna save? Because I would have been driving maybe 200 miles, 400 miles, which would probably be maybe $50 in gas or 45 in gas, plus eating and everything, plus buying these things. I don't know how much they sold them for. They sold them a good bit. So at least 120 to go get a Buc-ee's lid. But I would have went to the beach too, or paid $5 on the website to get it shipped to me. If it was a legitimate website, it looked legitimate. I got an email and order number and all that. So, whoa, the internet is awesome. There's my old Buc-ee's lid that got tore up, and there's a good one, but I dropped this on the cement floor that broke. So I'm gonna open this box, this little box. Now this lid only costs like 99 cents. Look at that. It's got the same emblem on it. It's got the same little, like the wolf thing, like that one does. But that part's not broke. And it's got even the part number. So I'm gonna throw the old one in there in case I need to order another one. So it ain't bad. $5 saved me a whole bunch. And ta-da! Looks just like the other one. I had a sheet that I got these big shirts I used to wear, and they're stretched. And if you hold them up, you can see through them. Well, one of my cover sheets is like that too. So I think Walmart, they were like $30 for king size sheets. And on Amazon, they were like $9. You know, but shipping $5, $6, about 20 bucks for a new fitted sheet for my bed. And I ordered it online. Didn't have it, had to go in the store. This is so cool. I've ordered a few things, but used to, everything was more available online. And then it's like everything stopped being available. It started getting hard to find things online, which is really strange. Or maybe I just didn't know what I was doing. That's probably it. But now I'm finding stuff online. And it was so cool because it had a part number on it. And it's a common three-way lid thing. And I could probably, I get plastic in my mouth or cut me, so it's worth $5 to get me another one. But ain't that something? I'll keep the little slide thing. I might be able to use it on the next one. But online, man, I'm just so happy. Look at you. Yep. This is my daughter's favorite. Now, which one? Where did you get this one from? This one come from. Did this one come from Tractor Supply? Oh, look! He just jumped off me. He jumped off my hand. Did that one come from Tractor Supply?
Yeah.
Which one? Where did you get the ones you got?
What?
How old are they now?
They'll be 6 weeks Monday.
Yeah, these are 6 weeks old. You see how big they are. Hopefully it won't pick my hand.
Yeah, you blocked it up.
Yep. So she got them out here seeing the outdoors a little bit. Got all of them?
No.
So yeah, she told me not to let them fly out. See their feathers, they ain't got their live feathers in yet. So they're little. Hey, these feathers are falling off, right? These ain't the real feathers?
No, these are the feathers.
Oh, these are feathers. So once their temperature gets above 70 degrees, they'll be able to come out. They're 6 weeks old. Right now. So she just letting them out in this little pen. Letting them out down here. And
Now, when they get fully feathered, they can come out.
they get fully feathered and come outside.
They're almost.
Amazing how fast they grow. And we're gonna have all kind of eggs. And once they get bigger, they start to get bigger. How many we got in here? How many chickens? Huh?
13.
There are 13 in here. So these are the 13 in the chicken pod. And the other one's in the house pod. And they starting to, see, roosters already fighting. So I don't know, we might have to give one to somebody else because they need more room. They knew something was gonna happen. We just opened this can of tuna up, Starfish name brand, and the tariffs are so bad now that they've already not giving no fish in it no more. What in the world? That's all you get. We're opening up this other can. How's that one look?
It's full.
That one's full.
Compared to the other one.
This is
What
before
the
the
fuck is
tariffs.
Where's the cans that you bought?
When the chicken and broccoli goes bad, you can let the chickens eat it. The chickens will eat the chicken and broccoli. My little grandkids this morning, they're terrorists. They're domestic terrorists. I had a good system down, but I don't know. The refrigerator seems like it's cold, but it might not be cold enough. But it tastes tangy, so I think it might be bad. So it lasted 7 days, but I had 9. So this one and the last one just have a twang to them. So I think it went bad. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta get a refrigerator, but I don't want to spend the money. It's a sad day. I feel like saying the death march. Dum dum da dum dum da dum dum da dum 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 da dum. So yeah, this chicken and broccoli, it's a little twangy. I think my refrigerator going bad, but since my son lives here, he's going to inherit the house. So I'm making him split the appliances with me. If he died, I'll buy my personal refrigerator, but we'll see. So I don't know if the refrigerator's bad or they didn't put enough salty sauce in it. So we're gonna give it this chicken and see what happens. Yeah, chicken and broccoli. Yeah. Hold on. Oh yeah. I don't know if they like it. Yep, they're eating the chicken and broccoli. Yep, so at least it ain't going to waste. Come on, eat that chicken, eat that chicken. Chicken, eat the chicken, chicken, eat the chicken. This is a cheeseburger. Woo! Yep, I'm gonna eat this instead of the chicken and broccoli since the chicken and broccoli's bad. Me and my son gotta figure out how we're gonna do our refrigerator. I can buy me one, or he can pay half and I get one for us to share. Well, we're hauling trash off. It's a chore. And everybody's got their cars all the way in the backyard part, so I can barely move. So I'm like, trying to turn around. And I was like, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. I think I ain't got no hobbies. I don't really like watching TV anymore. I don't play golf, and I can't do anything in the sun. I don't really feel like dating nobody, so I don't know. They're making me work overtime. So just for kicks and giggles, I applied for this other job. I was like, what do I want to do? I said, shoot, I need a hobby. I just need another job as a hobby. So I said, maybe real estate. But it costs about money to get in that, and the license and all, and then, then you got to be available. But if you're working overtime, how you going to do it? And I thought, well, maybe vending machines. So I wanted to make money as a hobby. And then, I got one car that's on the end of life, so if it makes it or not, who knows? So I just get another job that'll work with me on my other job, because the main job I got is retirement. So I want to keep it, and I'll work overtime, but sometimes it's nice to have another job, and then, if that job you don't want to like it, you can always quit your part-time job and keep your full-time job, and you felt like you got some rest. But if it's too stressful, I'll quit. But if I get laid off, I won't have to worry about it, maybe. And it'll give me exercise to go to work and walk around where I'm at, instead of just sitting at home and being drove crazy. And trying to eat better. My son's talking about all this protein, so I got some protein shake, protein powder, so we'll see how that works, because the refrigerator's messed up, so it's always something. So now we're hauling off a bunch of trash. It's a rotisserie chicken. I'm gonna make a sandwich out of it. Ooh. Nature beautiful. I was supposed to work tomorrow, 6 hours. They called and told me, you got the day off. So all this stuff I was doing today, getting food, and I gotta go get some creamer and trash bags. But I gotta work on my lawnmower. I might work on a little bit today and then finish it tomorrow. I probably need to start cutting grass again. But right before I cut the camera on just now, the wind blew through the trees. I love that sound. It sounds like the wind blowing through the trees. And you hear the cows and all mooing. Moo, moo. You got the chickens. This is the fourth Dollar General. That's out of my creamers. Something tried to tell me to quit drinking coffee. The eggs are still going $6 a gallon. I mean $6 a carton. At Dollar General. Crazy. You hear the wind blowing here and hear it blowing that way. Knocked over the pillow just then. Surprised the wind chimes ain't moving. A little bit. Yeah, normally it's very chaotic around here. Since my kids live with me, but everybody's gone, so it's quiet. So I get to do what my favorite thing to do is, but it's not that windy. But we'll sit out here on the porch and look at the trees. You know, can't beat that. Look at the clouds. It kind of makes you wonder. Probably need to trim my beard today. I'll do that in a little bit. Kind of makes you wonder. I watch YouTube a lot, and there's always these commercials and advertisements coming up about, or videos that said you need to retire early as possible because you don't know if your health's gonna go bad. But I've had some slow periods, and it really is not fun to sit at home with nothing to do. And now, you know, I like the peace, but I don't really do anything. I don't go anywhere except to get the store and stuff I need to fix things around the house. You know, get on the internet. Now you can buy stuff on the internet. I bought that sheet the other day, and it's got some loose threads already coming from it. And it was like $11 for a king size sheet, and it wasn't a bed cover. And I was like, man, I've been better off getting one at the yard sale. But, you know, it's working probably for a year. Cheap. But just sitting here watching everything, kind of relaxing. And I said, well, shoot. You know, I could work overtime all the time, but then it'd be stressful. But several times, and when I was married, I'd work. I don't know why. Probably could have just been tighter, but I work, make more money. Another job, but it usually wouldn't last long, maybe a year or so. But I'm looking at picking up maybe something, and it's crazy. It pays like $7 more an hour than where I work now as a fill-in person. And I told them, oh, getting attacked by the bugs out here. I don't know if he got me or not. Whatever it was. Yeah, I don't feel no sting. But just thinking about that, you know, doing, that's the thing about outside, there's bugs. Doing that, you know, instead of getting a hobby, I thought, well, you know, we got these chickens, and we've had these things about 6 weeks, and we made $8 a day. But I told my business partner, I said we need to put like 20% back for future expense, you know, food, if we want to expand, and then pay me back, and then we split the rest. And then once we pay me back, then we split that percentage. But so we've only made $8. And I said, don't charge me gas to go sell them, you know, the eggs. So we're messing around with that. It's okay. But I thought about vending machines, and then, you got to stock them and all that, and then, or something. Maybe doing taxes, but they want you to work 20 hours, and I don't know how TurboTax, I think. I don't know how flexible they are with your schedule, but they got free training you can do with TurboTax. You get certified through them. I don't even think you need a degree, and then they'll let you do taxes, customer service or whatever, I guess, if you're available. I thought about that. The computer's got to be good, I guess, and I have like a notebook, so it's not really good. It's okay after it updates. About every 2 days you turn it on, and your phone is just so much better. It's just sharing documents and all, and storing documents is kind of harder than it is on a thumb drive. If they had a thumb drive you could put on your phone, that would be awesome. But you can always save it and send it to your email, as long as you don't get too big or have multiple email accounts. So you can do that too. So you almost don't need a computer, because a smartphone is like a computer. But it's nice when you can't see having the big screen. But you can do just about anything with a phone, So just thinking what to do, because it's nice to be here, but you go play pool, and it's kind of hard by yourself. And I tried to date somebody, and they were a little bit different, and I don't think I'm ready for it. So, not for a relationship. I think I just wanted somebody to hang out with, but then, want to have my own peace. So, it's kind of hard to do that and date, because if they want you all in, then they want a lot of your time. So, I don't know. Just trying to chill out, do what I can do. And I'm tight. I like spending money. It's in my shirt. I got it all sewed up. I got a pillowcase in there that goes over a feather pillow. And last time I washed it, it's got like 2 big old holes in it that has a zipper on it. Well, the material's still good. It's soft because I washed it so much. So all I got to do is sew that up, and then I put a pillowcase over it. So that'd probably save me $20 now, because I doubt it's made in America. It's probably coming from China with 225% tariffs. Just kidding. But probably will be high, because just a king size sheet was $11. So I imagine a pillowcase with a zipper on it and another pillowcase, probably $20 or $22 or $30, because it's got a zipper. Who knows? It's crazy. But living life. And my son, he come up with this thing about protein, and I was looking, says you need more as you get older. And I had a little episode where the muscles just started deteriorating, and I hurt myself. And you got to keep all that up so it keeps everything in alignment. So it's rough getting older. You got to figure out, dang, how do I manage this thing anymore? It ain't working like it used to. So then you got to figure out what's the next button to push, or what exercise you can do, what's the next medicine. And I might get out here and do my lawnmower. I don't know yet. My battery's probably going about dead. But I bought my new blade, and I might video that just for kicks and giggles. Show me struggling, and I'll cut out the beep, 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 beep. Because working on stuff, I get really aggravated. And driving in heavy traffic, I get aggravated. But I wanted to keep videoing, kind of documenting the life, so didn't go years between. And hopefully my kids, that the Lord hadn't come back in the next decade, like 2030 something, then they're still here. And I'm not here no more, about 30 years, I guess, or 40 years. I take care of myself. And if YouTube's still around, they'll be able to watch it. All my crazy videos, and who knows, it could help out people around the world that are going through life, because life is a journey. It's fast, and then it's over. But the crazy thing, I was thinking, you're looking at relationships, and it was talking about, a lot of ladies don't want to take care of a guy anymore when they get older, because, used to, women would cook and all that, and a lot of men terrible at that. I'm kind of terrible at that. But I can go to Sam's and buy me a rotisserie chicken or chicken and broccoli, but my refrigerator's acting up. And it's going ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Something, the freezer, the fan or something. So I took a frozen ham or a little chicken or whatever, smacked it into the end of it, and it quit. And then it started again. I thought maybe it got frozen up. There's ice everywhere. So I wasn't sure if I should default it. But the door quit working a while ago, and I got a stool that got propped up against it. So if somebody ain't propping the stool against it, it's probably they're letting too much hot air in there, I guess. So I don't want to put a lot of expensive food in there, because normally I'd buy 9 chicken and broccolis with snow peas, and I ate 7 of them were okay. But yesterday I tried to eat one and then tried to eat the other one, and I had to give both of them, one of them to the dogs, one of them to the chickens, and it was tangy. So I don't know if it got too hot, if I put it in there when it's hot. But, I've been doing this since October, and now it's April, and this is the first time it's really happened. Or if they serve me some bad chicken and broccoli, where I got it from, that's a possibility. But usually they put a lot of sauce that's salty. So when it's real salty, it keeps the food, makes it fresh, stay fresh longer, because it has all that salt in it. But those two didn't have as much salt as the other ones, and I still rinsed them off with a colander and everything, and they were tangy. The broccoli was tangy, and I was like, ugh. So I got me 2 rotisserie chickens, and my son's been on a health kick. Very smart. I was a little bit bigger than I am now, and that's what size he was. And he's lost like probably almost 70 pounds. And I've lost about 40, but not where he is yet. But he works out and got his routine. I'm so proud of him. So I bought me some protein. It's got like 38 grams of protein, and I put it in my coffee. And then, I got some First Premier, whatever it is, protein shakes. They got 30, so I think it said you're supposed to have like 1 gram for every kilogram, or 0.6. And a kilogram is like 2.02 pounds. So, it's depends on how much you work out and everything, but it keeps your body going so you can feel the strength. And I've only been doing the protein 1 day, but you can feel the difference. And you gotta have this muscle stuff, because you start getting old. you need your muscles, for your lungs and your voice, and your strength and your alertness and your mental clarity, and make sure all your hormones are firing right. But you do your own research. Everybody's different, but I stay away from anything like cigarettes or anything that smoke, and anything alcohol. I don't drink sodas anymore. All I drink is coffee, maybe a protein thing, and try not to eat sugars, protein bars. I might cut out peanut butter eventually. And where I work at, we get free food at the one job. I don't know how long this other job ago. It seems cool, and you get to help people, both of them. So I feel useful, and get to help my kids save some money. Then they'll get out one day, and then it will be kind of lonely over here. So just work Then I'll be 54 coming up. You know, so I might work till I'm 65 where I get Medicaid, but my insurance might be pretty good just to keep it. But I got insurance back in October. I ain't even used it yet. And I had to go to the doctor. So, you know, eventually I got an appointment in August to get in with this doctor. So he took that long to see me. He must be good. So I'll go see him, and then I got to find me another dentist. Well, you hear that? Hope you can hear that. Oh, man. That breeze. That's therapy from God there. Hearing that? Woo, I love that. And it ain't too bad. It wasn't even 60 degrees a day. And the car I was riding in, it's on the end of life, but I'm going to drive it till it dies. So I got to save up for a new car. Or a new beater. I ain't buying no $40-something-thousand car. I can get away with $5,000 or $6,000 or cheaper than that, I'll do it. But I don't know. I seen these little pickups, but they want a lot of money for them. I don't even know if they're road legal. They're about a fourth the size of the car, or maybe about half as long, about half as wide, or about 65% as wide. And about half as long. Those little Honda trucks or whatever. I don't know. They're road legal. They look like you're driving a little. They kind of look smaller than a golf cart. But I ain't paying $10,000 for one or $6,000 because you see them on sale sometime $1,800. But $1,800 for a little truck to get back and forth to work. Hopefully don't get run over or, you know, one. Let's see, about a 1/16 of an inch of rain, you'd probably slide off the road. It's got those little, like, trailer tires on it. So, but they must plan on selling a whole bunch of them. There's a whole bunch of them on the side over there where this little place is. So I was like, man, and some of them have like I don't know if it's a hydraulic lift or they got something where they can unhook the bed and do that so you can driving around like farmers and all and use it as a farm truck, and you wouldn't need a tractor or a lawnmower with a hook and a cart. You could just drive this truck, but you know, it'd be about probably 3 times more expensive than, you know, a lawnmower, and maybe not a tractor, but I think a tractor would be a better deal. They've been around longer, but who knows? Enjoy this peace and quiet. I don't know if I'll do a lawnmower day or not. I'm supposed to cut grass Wednesday, and I probably need to get out there. I gotta find my hat. It's probably some spots of the grass are starting to get kind of tall. Not the whole thing, but there's a bunch of weeds. So, you know, if we had the chickens over here and they're free range without the hawks getting them, we could probably have, they could probably eat some grass. But the chickens are quiet right now. The dogs are quiet. There ain't nobody here but me. Planes way overhead. The bees flying around. Just the wind and the peace. So we'll see. I thought, well, maybe I'll go do that. Maybe I'll go do this. And it's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. You know? And pretty much got off the dating sites. Every now and then, I'll think about it. But one of the last times, you know, there's so many scammers on there, so you got to meet people in person. And then nobody wants to meet in person because everybody's happy and likes their peace. So it's kind of nice to have peace. Peace is very valuable. Then you don't have to worry about anything. I was there 28 years, and that's what I meant to say earlier. I was riding around, and I had to go do an errand, and I held my hand like this, and I can imagine caressing my wife's face, or just holding her, just touching her cheek there for a second. And then I can imagine her just putting both hands on my face as I was driving, and it felt so comfortable. So maybe I went crazy, or maybe I just feel content, or maybe she'd let me know, but I don't want to, where she's at, there's no sadness, so I don't want any sadness from here getting up there. And they say you don't remember anything, so all this stuff's forgotten. So I remember, but if she had all this down here, it wouldn't be paradise with Jesus. So I want her to be happy, and I got to take care of myself, so I'm here for these little knuckleheads I got running around. I've never been much into plants. They all died on me. I even had a cactus died. But these are some kind of beans. There's some big old bird flying around. Make sure it don't attack the chickens. But see how the leaves are turning? I don't know if they ain't got enough water or the sun, but it's only like 67 degrees out here today, so it's nice and cool. I don't know what's happening. The leaves are turning. The wind's blowing now a little bit. I love that. Told my daughter about her plants. She put some water in them. Special occasion. Got my daughter scrambling me some eggs, protein, bread, mayonnaise, and coffee. While I was tired, I went back to bed this morning. Cutting grass. I had 20 hats. I don't know what I did with them. But this is I had an old job. I'm using it as sun visor. Trying to get this grass cut. Get her done, get her done. Yep, day's April 16th. I did my taxes already. So all I had to do was cut the grass. I cut this stuff all the way to October. Not too bad. I was going round and around and around the circles. And I'm gonna let it grow right here. So, and I got about 10 feet on the other side, so I'm gonna let it hopefully fill in so I don't see the neighbors where they clear their land. And I got a little strip out here on the other side of the woods, and then over there, a little strip. Then the rest of the land, woohoo! Got a day off, so get some wings. This is Shane's Barbecue. That's a big daddy right there. Did a barbecue, right? And you got boneless wings and a salad. In the day, the wings are pretty good, but normally you ask for barbecue wings, and they put barbecue on them. They were plain. I had to take the sauce on the table and put on them. And then a lot of products in the store were out, so I had to go to different places to get everything. I had to go 3 places. But, you've been in the country and you're relaxed and you forget how calm it is, But you go out in a big town and everybody's shopping, everybody running over everybody. Just like, it's nice to be home. Oh yeah.